Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jay. If this is your first time here, welcome. So today I have my pre-loved handbag collection, and currently at the moment I have a total of 5. So I am briefly going to talk about each one, and as I talk about each one, I'll make sure to give you the regular price if you're to purchase it brand new and what I paid for, and I'll also discuss savings if there was any, and of course where I got it from. So I also have my notes here because I want to share with you guys my process and sort of like tips on how I decide when to purchase something pre-loved. So hopefully you enjoyed the video and also that is helpful. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. And the first 2 pieces that I'm going to share with you both are from Fashion File, and they are both from Chanel. And the first one I am going to show you is the gorgeous quilted caviar, and this is, let me do that again because of course I had to mess that up. All right, so this is the Chanel quilted caviar shopping tote in black with the silver hardware, and this I got it in excellent condition, and I purchased it for about $2,300. This was about 2 years ago. And I just quickly want to mention though that this is not the only size. There is an extra large shopping tote. So this is, I guess, the regular size. And I really wanted this particular tote. I think that Chanel just screams sophistication, and this is a tote that is organized. So if you appreciate being organized, you like your things to be very neat, you will enjoy this tote because it has the zipper in the middle, and you can store there your wallet, your keys, your phone, which is what I do, and then you have the other 2 for maybe makeup, a book, your iPad, whatever it is. I know you can fit here a MacBook. If you have a MacBook, that would definitely fit here. So this particular size works well for my body frame, and when I use this bag, or when I do use it, I just love it because everything is in its place, and it's deep enough where I don't really have to worry about things being misplaced, or God forbid someone gets into my bag. So I absolutely love it. The only thing that I'm going to mention about this particular tote, which is a con, are the handles here, because sometimes, not sometimes, most of the times, one of the straps tends to fall off my shoulder. So depending on your body frame, you might find that annoying, which probably makes sense why the former owner decided to sell it, because maybe she just didn't like that. It's happened to me quite a few times, so I tend to just kind of cross the handles, so this way that doesn't happen. I do tend to have broader shoulders, so I can kind of see how that can be annoying to someone. But comparing this, let's just say, to a Louis Vuitton Neverfull, you like organization as mentioned, you're gonna love this tote. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. It's spacious, and I couldn't be happier with this bag. Now, in terms of regular prices, this particular piece is not available in the States. You might have the ability to purchase it overseas, and you can definitely find this GST, especially in the black, out in the pre-loved market. The only thing that you have to consider is the size and the color. So I know for a black, this can range anywhere from like $1,700 all the way up to $2,500. But I know that if it's like a limited color, let's just say maybe like a beautiful red or a beige, I've even seen like an orange, that goes for a lot more money. So just something to consider, but I absolutely love this shopping tote. All right, so the second piece is this gorgeous wallet on chain, and here I have it in the lambskin quilted, and this is a gorgeous deep red with the silver hardware, and I really wanted this particular color. When I was looking at the wallet on chain 2 years ago, I didn't have a red in my collection, so that was the #1 reason for it. The other one is that I really wanted a red that I can wear all year round. I figured that if I was going to go for bright red, that really wouldn't really work out for me at that time with my particular wardrobe. So I figured that I just kind of wanted a beautiful red that I don't have to worry about, oh my God, that doesn't go with my outfit. So that was the reason for purchasing this particular piece. This is an accessory piece. It's not really a handbag, but I think 90% of us wear this as a handbag. But what I love about this piece is that it's so practical. You can use this as a crossbody, you can use this over your shoulder, or you can use it like so. So sometimes I will do that where I just kind of wear it just like this. So I really like that. It's just, again, screen sophistication. That is what Chanel means to me. I absolutely love it. It's so classy. Now, I just quickly wanted to mention something about this as a con, and that is that the zipper here tends to mark the quilted here. So for that, the way I store this, I have it stuffed with a towel in there and some tissue and a little air bag. But I also have this velvet piece, and this is something that I just kind of tuck it like so, and then I make sure that I kind of do this with the zipper and just kind of tuck it in so it doesn't do that. So it kind of avoids that, because that really does bother me. That's the only thing about this wallet on chain that I don't like, but for everything else, I absolutely love it. And the price for this, I believe I paid, let me just check my notes, I paid $2,100. If you were to purchase this in the pre-love market, you are looking at $1,950 all the way up to $2,900, which I thought that was a lot of money, but you can also purchase it brand new. So this is a particular piece that you just have to do your research and just make sure this is something that you want, because for an accessory piece, it is not cheap. But again, it's very practical, so it's up to you. All right, moving along to the third piece, and this is a bag that I absolutely love, and that is my Givenchy, and this is the small Antinoga in the green leather, and the color is indigo blue, and I just love it. I have to tell you that this year was all about color for me, and the fact that I was able to find this blue, I was over the moon, because I have to blame it on my wallet on chain from Gucci in the Blooms Bloom collection. I really wanted a pop of color, and I just said, you know what? I kind of love that Givenchy, but I didn't want the classic black. Again, I had like the Chanel GST, and I wanted something a little bit different. I wanted to pop. So that's why I went over for the indigo blue. And I love it. I love this size as well, because I was looking at the medium. Excuse me, sorry. But comparing it to my Speedy 30, which is the size that I love from Louis Vuitton, because it tends to work better for my body frame, this was perfect. I thought that the medium might have been a little too big, and for my lifestyle at that moment when I purchased this, this was perfect. So I purchased this from a private seller on eBay, and I'll make sure to list her information, but she was absolutely amazing. I paid $1,500 for this particular bag, and it was in excellent condition. Everything from the bottom, everything from the interior, there is nothing for me to say in terms of negativity about this bag. It's just absolutely gorgeous and stunning. Now, if you were to purchase this brand new, I believe it ranged for $22.90. So the fact that I got it for under $22.90, I saved over $750. So that is something to consider, because unfortunately, Givenchy at the moment, this particular bag does not retain its value. So that is something for you to consider. But I absolutely love this bag, and I have zero regrets. Love. All right, and the last two pieces are from Louis Vuitton, and the first one is this gorgeous Keepall 45 in the monogram print, and I absolutely love this little travel bag. It is perfect for an over the weekend trip, or maybe a 2-day trip, or even for, taking it to the gym if you're somebody who, let's just say, takes a lot of classes after work and you need to, carry a lot of things. This is absolutely perfect. And I went the pre-love route for this particular piece because it is a travel bag, and basically this is going to be either in the trunk of a car or on a train or on the plane, or going through the airport with this. So I didn't really want to purchase this brand new for that particular reason. I got this from Luxe Designer House, and I will make sure to give you guys the link down below. But this, I purchased it for $899, and if you were to get it brand new at the store, it goes for $1420 plus tax. So always got to remember that. So I really didn't, want to buy a brand new for that reason. Now, when I got this, it was in excellent condition as well. It does have a stain at the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's right there, but that's about it. And in terms of the zipper, everything works fine. Do I have the key for this? I think I do have the key. Honestly, I didn't check because I kind of use my own lock, but the interior is perfect. Right now it's soft, but everything is perfect. There are no stains, no smells or anything like that. So I absolutely love it. So I'm very, very happy with this bag. So I love, love, love my pre-loved Keepall. All right, and the last piece is actually a piece that I just did a video on, and that is my everyday work bag. And here I have my Louis Vuitton sack plaque bag, and I absolutely love this piece. I think that is such a gorgeous piece for everyday work. If you, again, like to be very classy and sophisticated, this bag is for you. Currently, it is not available at the store, so I did have to go the pre-love route, but that was okay because I was able to find it again through Luxe Designer House, and I got this for $799. So I did see this particular piece, and I believe it was a different kind of leather. I don't even think it was a canvas on the Louis Vuitton website, but the price was like over $3,000. It was something crazy. So, going the pre-love was perfect. I saw this on Pinterest on a model and I absolutely fell in love. So this was my mission last year and I was able to find it this year, but I love it. I love the interior about this bag. It's washable. It has that washable lining like the one from the Toiletry 26, so it's perfect. The handles are a little bit ruined in terms of, you can see that it's darkening in the fascetta here, but other than that, it's great. I really don't have anything bad to say about this bag because it is a work bag. It is something that I would consider not selling, and I will be using it every day for a very, very long time. So that is the reason why I love this bag, and I don't know, I just love it. I just think it's great. I know some of you guys commented on my last email about this bag and told me that you also use it for work, so I thought that was amazing because I think it is absolutely gorgeous. All right, guys, so those are the 5 pieces that I currently have in my collection. So right now I want to go ahead and share with you guys sort of my thinking buying process when it comes to pre-love. All right, so I have my notes. I'll make sure to not make this long. But the first thing is that I kind of analyze first my collection. What do I have? What do I feel like I need? And what color? I think that is very, very important. So that's the first thing that I always do. And then I also think about my funds. Am I in a financial situation that I can purchase it brand new and I don't have to worry about going the pre-love route? Because when you do consider purchasing things pre-love, you do have to sit down and do your homework and do your research, hands down. You can't really just go blindsided because you don't want to, get ripped off, or you want to make sure that you are getting a piece that, it is real and that you're able to get as many pictures as you like. So, knowing your funds at that moment when you're ready to purchase that is very important. Some people don't want to purchase anything pre-love. They want everything brand new, and that's okay. That decision is yours. But that's the first thing that I would suggest, or that I personally consider. All right, the second thing that I do is I research the fashion house and I check the resale value because, like the Givenchy, that is a perfect example. It doesn't retain its value, and you can save over $700 in that particular piece. So that is something for you to, consider. Make sure that you understand the brand. Make sure that you do your research in terms of other people who might have it, and why they're selling it, and at what price. That one, is a great example. Because when I was doing research on that, I was able to find that everyone was pretty much reselling it for about $1,500 to $1,700. I did see someone selling it for over what the original price would be brand new, which I thought was ridiculous. But that is just something that I always do. So I make sure to research the fashion house for sure. It's a good thing for you to have someone who is an expert when it comes to handbags and shoes, of course. What we call a shoe handbag doctor, because these people are leather professionals. They understand a lot of the leathers, the treatments. They understand, the process, and sometimes they're able to repair a particular handbag where, let's just say you purchase something that's pre-loved, and let's say before you purchase it, you take it to that particular place and say, hey, I'm considering purchasing this. Are you able to fix it? Maybe it's a handle, maybe it's a stitch, maybe it's a discoloration. And they say, great, and you can save, a lot of money depending on what that person would charge. Then I would do that. I've done that myself, and I have no shame in admitting that, because, I go somewhere where I say, hey, this particular bag is costing this much at the retail price, but I can save another $600 if I get it pre-loved. Can you fix it? And if, they're going to charge me $100 for it, I'm going to go ahead and jump on it. That's $500 extra in my pocket. So that is always a good thing. So always do your research, make sure that you have someone that you can trust, whether it's nearby or maybe you have to mail it to them. But again, look at the reviews. That is probably my number one advice when it comes to going for, like a handbag doctor. All right, number 4 is to connect with the sellers on social media. Nowadays it's very difficult for you to lie about things. It's going to come out in the light. So whether you're lying about something or whether you're selling something that's fake, trust me, bad news spreads like crazy. Like everybody would know. So make sure that you connect with them. If they're a private seller, I know on Facebook they have like the Chanel private, I don't think it's private, but you have to be accepted. But the Chanel Facebook group, there's people who are always selling their personal items. So that's always a good thing. And always find out if you can get a lot more pictures. I've gotten to the extreme, and you guys are probably going to think that I'm weird, where I've asked, hey, can we FaceTime? I just want to see, or go through WhatsApp app. And I just want to see the bag. I just want to make sure it's real. If I'm going to send you over the internet $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, whatever it is, I want to make sure that I'm getting the real deal. So if you're that comfortable, if if you're that stern and aggressive, I guess is the better word, then do that. I've done it, and I've never had any problems with that. So that's always an option. And the last tip is, not really something like a tip, but it's just a comment. Like, who cares if you buy pre-loved pieces? If you are in the world of luxury, you appreciate all these beautiful pieces. People who purchase these are going to treat it like their baby. They're going to treat it like, they're everything, because it costs a lot of money. So don't feel that because it's a secondhand item, oh my God, it's not really like your first Chanel piece and that's it, the world is over. Like, so many people make such a big deal out of it. It's not. If you can save the money for maybe another piece that you want to purchase brand new, then go right ahead. There's really no rules when it comes to that. So, you have to do what's best for you. You have to make sure that you're not getting into debt when you're purchasing these items, because if you go the, brand, if you're going to purchase it brand new, you're going to spend a lot of money. If I kind of do the math quickly with the 5 pieces that I just shared with you guys, I'm looking at over what, like $15,000 easily, maybe not that high, but probably close enough. And I didn't even spend that. So who cares? Just do and purchase whatever you want. Who cares if it's pre-loved? If you love it, who cares? And nobody needs to know about it. Who cares? All right, guys. So that is everything that I have for this video. I hope it wasn't too long, but I do hope that you guys enjoyed my pre-loved handbag collection. And let me know what you guys think about pre-loved. Do you find that, some people give you hate because you buy secondhand pre-loved items, or you're just a particular person that just wants to buy everything brand new and you can do it? Then why don't you share your thoughts and let us know why? Like, what's the reason behind it? There's no right or wrong answer. All right, guys. So as always, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet already, so you are notified every time I upload a video. And I will see you guys very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.